So I want to talk about a larger scale project that I'm working on. If you're here right now, chances are you're very familiar with that giant tortoise that I own. So I'm completely redoing her indoor enclosure. Until now, she's lived in various forms of this giant wooden box. It's getting old. It's 10 plus years old now and kind of deteriorating. Use this as an opportunity, one, to build her a much better, more permanent enclosure, and two, if you're a homeowner, you might have one of these rooms in your house where it's all the way downstairs, furnace room, water softener, water heater might be in there. It's kind of a catch-all room. And so that's where she's been living during the winter. So I want to redo the storage in that room. I want to build her forever winter home. This is a big project. I thought I was going to make like one long video at the end of it all, but that's just going to be too much. So let's just break it into chunks. Tell you what I've done so far. Went through that storage room and just cleaned everything out. There was a bunch of kind of 2x4 type shelving already built into it. Tore most of that down and just got rid of all of that. I already had this one big kind of oval shaped horse trough and it's been sitting outside for years, so I gave that a good thorough cleaning and then got it downstairs to where it is now. So then after that, measured out the entire room, and that's what we're working with right there. That was her old living space, and her new living space is gonna take up a lot of this here. What can I use to kind of maximize the space in here? Initially, I was thinking two of those horse troughs and kind of find a way to merge them together. But then after going to the Tractor Supply, Farm Supply, whatever store, I ended up bringing home something that was round, which was one idea that I had toyed with anyway because you get a lot more surface area. So now we're going to go with the oval shape connected to a round shape. But yeah, once I got it home, the next couple of steps were, one, I had to clean it because it sits outside at the store. And then after that, the tricky part of getting it into the house and down into the basement. So we were able to do that. Luckily, with 5 foot by 2 foot, we were able to fit it through about everything we needed to do to get it into the basement. So now I need to merge them together. That's going to involve a lot of cutting, kind of just figuring it out as we go. I was able to, just kind of start cutting and measuring and figure out how all that's going to fit together. It worked pretty well. Not perfect, but it's coming together pretty well. But yeah, after they were kind of merged together, now I need to cut an opening between the two so that Scoots can easily get back and forth. So one, how big is Scoots? How big is she likely to get? And then let's get that marked out on the tanks themselves so that I can start to make my cutouts. So after I had them marked out, then it was time to actually go in and cut those holes and then grind all the edges down. It didn't go perfectly, but it went well. It went well enough to the point where, the two tanks are smushed together. We have the two holes, they're pretty much the same size. So where I'm at right now is I'm gonna need to figure out how to make those holes transition seamlessly. That's where we're at as far as the first segment for the rebuilding of Scoots' winter home in the basement terrarium part 1. If you're still watching at this point and you have any ideas or suggestions about the best way to seamlessly merge those two cutout holes together so that she can easily get back and forth, I would love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see if I get this done in time for winter.